want to end this off telling my testimony, the way how I discovered my gift. Because I never actually thought that I would become an author. I never thought in a million years I would become an author. I never thought. 4 years ago, I got diagnosed with a mental illness of schizophrenia. And I had it bad. I mean, it was bad, it was awful. I had to take a leave of absence from work. And then, if you don't know what schizophrenia is, it's like rapid fire intrusive thoughts that's visual and audible, but it's so intrusive you don't want to see it, but it keeps coming in and it's torturous every second, every minute, every day, every week, for years. I was going through that, and it was so bad I had to take a leave from absence from work. There was plenty of times when I was screaming at 3 o'clock in the morning, and my parents had to run down the stairs to comfort me. My mom had to comfort me, my dad was upstairs praying. It got bad to a point where I was hospitalized twice. The second time I called the ambulance on myself because I knew if I didn't, I would have killed myself. It got bad to a point where I was taking my actual fist and I was hitting my head as hard as I could, trying to get the thoughts out. Twice at 3 o'clock in the morning, I had a knife to my neck in the kitchen. But there was a voice right there that said, don't pull that trigger. Don't flex your muscles. And now at the time, I didn't know who it was. Now I knew it was the Holy Spirit, but at the time I didn't know what it was. He said, don't do it. And then how I discovered my gift, I remember sitting in my room, and I remember there was a voice in my head that told me, said, hey, go to your laptop. And it wasn't this laptop, it was another laptop. I still got it at home. I kept it for a reason. He said, go to your laptop and go to your old files where you used to be in high school. And I went to that old file, right? And then I remember I started writing a book in my freshman year of high school. Now, like I said, anything about books, I was just writing just to write. I only wrote that first summary and that first chapter because I was just thinking about superheroes or whatever, and I just wrote that, right? And I remember I reread that summary, and I reread that first chapter, and then that I rewrote it, and then that first chapter turned into 9 chapters. And then when I published my first book, my dad actually helped me publish my first book because he published a book as well. And when I published my first book at the time, I really didn't think it was that big of a deal publishing a book. Until a lot of people told me it was a big deal, and countless people told me they read my book in one day. Countless. And then I said, I gotta keep going. And then as I was writing, remember I told you when you're working on your gift, you have absolute peace? Now imagine all the stuff that I was going through, right, in my head, while I was writing, it was gone. It was gone. And so and I told the Lord, I said, okay, after I published my first book, I said, okay. I told him, I said, if you can get me through this, because I wasn't that deeply saved and everything. You know, both of my parents are pastors, I wasn't that much deeply saved. I told Jesus, if you can get me through this, not only want to produce more books, I want to preach your kingdom across the world. Because why only do it in Cleveland? Why in Ohio, United States? Why the West? The whole world, because Jesus died on this day for the whole world. And he did exactly that. And not only I published one book, I was able to publish 5 books at the age of 24. And when it comes to Jesus Christ and his love, it's incomparable. And the way how he saves you is incomparable. And I just want to thank every single one of you. And I just pray that this touches you. That whoever is going through something, how bad it is, do not quit, not give up. Because me 3, 4 years ago, I did not look like this. I was all types of drugged up on medicine. My mom was worried sick about me because when I got cleared to go back to work, she was worried sick, and I didn't even know it. She said I looked like a zombie. The way how the Lord gets you through. So I pray that this touches you and the millions of people watching across the world. I pray that this touches you, and I love y'all with all my heart. Let's enjoy the rest of this book, Stein. God bless you.